Duh.
I have a bunch of short comic strips I've drawn in the past year that I want to collect and print as a book, so I'm going to make a zine, a cheap and humble item published by me and my local copy shop. Whenever I make a zine, I find it useful to make a mock-up on scraps of paper so that I don't make any mistakes ordering the pages when I lay out my digital files. The zine consists of sheets of paper printed on both sides, folded and stapled in the middle, which the layout has to account for. Okay, let's zip through Photoshop. Here I have an 8.5 by 11 inch file corresponding to the paper on which the book will be printed. I make a template to show me where the art goes, marking the midline separating facing pages, the extra height that will be cut off since my art isn't 8.5 inches high, and a border since printers can't print right up to the paper's edge. Then I consult my little scrap paper mock-up to see which pages go on this sheet, plop in the art, hide the template guides, and save. Once I have all of the files ready, I compile and order them into a big PDF. And since nothing looks too crooked or upside down, it's time to go to the copy shop. I went to this place, gave them the file, and 15 minutes later I had the raw makings for 50 copies of my book. I had the shop trim the blank strip from the tops of the pages. Copy shops have big hydraulic cutters that can do that all in one perfect cut. To staple the books, I have this long jaws stapler with a ruler showing how deep into the page I'm stapling. The midpoint between facing pages is 5.5 inches in, so that's where I staple. And then I fold to get an actual stapled little zine. I fold it by hand first before going back over the fold with the side of a ratchet to get it nice and sharp. You don't have to use a ratchet. Then I do it again and again and again and again. Hey, I have a finished comic book. And if it looks like something you might want to have yourself, there's a link for ordering a copy below. Or not, no big deal, whatever. I'm happy with how this little comic turned out. I wanted something inexpensive and aesthetically simple, and I like that it demonstrates just how easy it can be to publish your own work. Of course, there is no one right way to make a zine, and so yours certainly doesn't have to be this simple. Just as the contents of a zine are personal and as creative as you want, so too can be the production and design. I've seen very elaborate zines with screen printed covers and hand stitched binding, accordion folding pages. You can really do whatever you want, and being the editor, writer, illustrator, designer, and every other role on your own little publication is a lot of fun. Okay, cool.